The Honourable Dr Jonathan Coleman.
Mr Speaker, I'm not sure if anyone's still awake out there after Nanaia Mahuta's soporific mumblings, but if you are, there are a few points that badly need rebutting. That was really an alternative commentary on what's happening in New Zealand at the moment. There was so much there you could drive a truck straight through. Labor says they're all about jobs. In actual fact, 80,000 more people in work over the last year. It's incredible. Nanaia Mahuta, she's talking about the cost of living, inflation at less than 1%. Nanaia Mahuta, she's talking about Sky City convention concessions, exactly the same concessions that the government she was a part of gave Sky City when they built the original casino. 3 points, 3 things you're actually being misled on by Labor. Can you trust anything else they say? No, absolutely you cannot. What I would say is this Prime Minister's statement to Parliament is really a sound plan for the future, and what we've provided over the last 6 years is very clear leadership of the economy. We have focused on the things that matter to New Zealanders, the things that really count. It's whether you've got a job, and as I've said, 80,000 new jobs. It's whether you can get to the hospital and access to the GP. I'll speak some more about that. It's whether you're happy with the local school, and of course, you know, and what we've done, we've gone around the unions and the Labor Party to connect directly with parents to actually provide the sort of certainty about their kids' education that they want. And ultimately, of course, it's all about the economy. Law and order, very important as well. So, you know, we have presided over the lowest crime rates since 1978. So you contrast that, John Key's very solid path for progress in the future, with what Labor's focusing on. It's all the infighting, it's the hurry-curry stuff, it's the changes of leadership. Andrew Little, you know, he's talking about 0 hours contracts, not to mention he favours zero pay contracts, where actually the poor bloke who was working for him during his leadership campaign had to get an article printed in the NBR before Mr Little would actually pay up. Of course, the treachery is still going on. Grant Robertson, fully aware of that today, asked Bill English a question which invites an answer which totally exposes Andrew Little's duplicity on this matter. So look, it's all bad over there. It's not looking good. It's pretty low energy over there. Actually, you would have seen from Nanaia Mahuta's sort of 30 heartbeats a minute speech there. There's not a lot happening. Meanwhile, over here, we're getting into our portfolios. I'm very proud to be the new Minister of Health, building on the excellent work that Tony Ryle has done over the last 6 years. Annette King said, you wait. I don't know, we'll be waiting a long time for her to get up and ask a question. Hasn't happened yet. I think actually Annette is just looking forward to the Wellington Mayoralty, a soft retirement, and leaving that bunch of losers to it over there, because she's a winner. She is always there beside the winner of the Labor Party election campaigns, and she's saying, I'm out of here, man. I'm having nothing to do with these people. Now, when you look at the health system, Mr Speaker, I've spent the first 3 months going around all 20 district health boards, having a look at what's happening, and I can say we have the best doctors and nurses and allied health professionals in the world, bar none. Highly dedicated workforce, which National is backing. 1,600 more doctors, 3,500 more nurses in that workforce. And when I go there, I say to them, okay, it's always challenging, try it under Labor. They don't want to try it under Labor. Under Labor, the doctors all went to Australia. Now they've come back. But what I say to them is, okay, you know, look at what's happened in health. In the end, is the health system getting better? Is it getting worse? Is it staying the same? They all look at me and they say, it's actually getting better. It's got better over the last 6 years. And it's actually backed up by the statistics. Under Labor, 760 people had to go to Australia to get cancer treatment. Under National, 0. Under Labor, 30,000 people waiting over 6 months for an operation. Under National, 0. So we've set very direct targets around the health system, and we are meeting them. We have brought that discipline, and at the same time, we're putting an extra $500 million a year into the health system. So we are funding it properly, but we are looking at the quality of spend, Mr Speaker. Under Labor, money was frittered away on all sorts of stuff. Things were blowing out left, right and centre. We are making real progress, and I'm very proud of this one. Under National, smoking rates down from 20% to 15%, a drop of 25%. So everyone's past can change. So look, this is very positive stuff. Under National, we were achieving our first cancer target of everyone who's ready for treatment getting treatment within 4 weeks. We've achieved that. we have now moved on to this new gold standard target that everyone will get their treatment once they've been referred by their GP within 62 days. So we are setting the bar higher all the time. Cancer treatment, very important. We're actually now delivering an extra 44,000 operations per year. When Annette King was the minister, she put in an extra $2 billion into the health system to deliver 2,000 fewer operations. Can you believe it? More money, fewer operations, and she hasn't even got a reply to that. So 118,000 operations a year, going up now to 162,000 a year. And these are the things that people really want us to focus on. Immunisation rates. Under Labor, immunisation rates were hopeless. 80% of kids being immunised. We are now almost at 95%. It's just incredible. Heart and diabetes checks. We've set very rigorous targets around that. So we are delivering on that as well. ED waiting times. You know, Select Committee today, Claire Curran, she was whining on about equipment being stacked in the corridors of Dunedin Hospital. Scott Simpson, MP for Coromandel, he said under Labor it was patients stacked in the corridors. And that is absolutely true. That has to be the zinger of the day. Absolutely true. I can remember going to North Shore Hospital, my local hospital, where the good people of Northcote, my electorate, go to. People were waiting in the corridors for 24 hours when Annette King was running it. Now, 95% of people in and out of the ED within 6 hours. That District Health Board has turned around. So the people of New Zealand, they don't want Labor running the health system again. We could not afford to have Labor running the health system. It's, you know, and no wonder Annette King is leaving because, frankly, she does not want to be the Minister of Health again. That's why she never asks a question in the House. She's out of here completely. So when you look at it, you've also got to look at the international context, and I think Nanaia Mahuta, look, just go away and have a look at the facts of this. So 3% economic growth for the next 3 years. Everywhere else in the world, they're actually facing zero levels. Deflation everywhere else. Huge unemployment numbers everywhere else. Here, we're looking good. Fewer people out of work, unemployment number projected to drop over time. It's a very good economic story overall. But look, it's not just all about health and the economy, it's Cricket World Cup. It's a great time for New Zealand. New Zealanders are in an upbeat mood. And if you look at New Zealand's World Cup record under the national government over the last 6 years, well, who knows what might happen. But the Cricket World Cup's going to be great for this country. Over 1 billion people watching that. 30 to 40,000 visitors here over the next 6 weeks. Great legacy benefits. It is going to be an excellent time for New Zealand. We've also got, of course, got the FIFA Under-20 World Cup coming here. That is, you know, a global opportunity. We had 100 million people watching the draw last week. We are going to get great long-term legacy benefits from those two tournaments. And if you look at what we've done with high-performance sport, my predecessor, Murray McCulley, look, Murray did a great job. $30 million into building that network around the country. And Labor don't like sport. They'll never admit it. But Helen Clark hated rugby. They really don't. You know, actually, at the cricket on Saturday, I couldn't see a Labor MP there. No, they just weren't there. But the point is, you would never have got that money into the high-performance network without the national government. McCulley did a great job, Mr. McCulley. And in the end, that's what counts for New Zealanders. It's the hard stuff like jobs, the economy, law and order, health and education. But they love their sport as well. And these people are just so far out of touch there. I would encourage members there. How many World Cup cricket games are people there going to? See? One person's going to 2 games, and that's it. That's it. And you want more? I bet you none of them have bought a ticket. So Labor, get with the program, get behind the World Cup, get behind John Key and the national government, get behind the winners. Thank you very much.